Musical genre. In 1965, Douglas M. Green, in his book Form in Tonal Musical distinguishes between genres and form. The term genre is generally defined in a similar way by many authors and musicologists, while the related term style has different interpretation and definition. A musical genre is a conventional category that identifies some pieces of music as belonging to a shared tradition or set of conventions. A microgenre is a niche genre, as well as a subcategory within major genre or their subgenre. A musical composition may be sweet, su- situated in the intersection of two or more genres, sharing characteristics of every parent's genre. The music of the classical period is lighter and clearer than Baroque music. In 1900s, opera became increasingly popular with large opera house working in many cities. Jazz music Jazz music became popular in New Orleans. Rock music was largely guitar driven and eventually fueled a growing youth culture. Reggae music genre. Reggae is deeply linked to Rastafari, an Afrocentric religion developed in Jamaica. In the 1930s, aiming to promoting Pan-Africanism, the beat was distinctive from rocksteady in that it dropped any of the pretension to the smooth soulful sound that characterized sleek American R&B. The beat was distinctive from rocksteady. Reggae was a notable influence on UK punk rock scenes in the late 1970s and early 1980s. The bass guitar often plays the dominant role in Jamaican music. The drum and bass sound is the most important part of Jamaican music and is often referred to as the bang. These are some of the famous reggae artists: Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Dennis Brown, and Burning Spears. Pop music genre. Pop originated in the modern form during the mid 1950s in the United States and the United Kingdom. The structure of many popular songs is that of a verse and a chorus. Lyrics of modern pop music typically focus on simple themes, often love and romantic relationship, although there are notable exceptions. Harmony and chords progression in pop music are often that of classical European tonality. Only more simple-minded clinch include the barbershop quartet style harmony and blues scale influence. Harmony. Rock and pop remained roughly synonymous until the late 1960s, after which pop became associated with music that was more commercial, ethereal, and accessible. Pop music encompassed rock and roll and the youth-oriented style in its influences. These are some famous pop artists or singers: Miley Cyrus, the King of Pop Michael Jackson, Mariah Carey, Britney Spears, and Lady Gaga. Rock music genre. Rock music has its root in 1940s and 1950s. Rock and roll, a style that grew directly from the blues and rhyme and blues genres of African American music and formed the country music. Rock musicians in the 1960s advanced the album ahead of the single, initiating a rock-informed album era in the music industry. From the 1990s, alternative rock began to dominate rock music and break into the mainstream. Rock aggressive attack suggested a sexual freedom that was shocking during the conservative age of modern rock. Charts was created by Billboards in 1988 to showcase the most popular form of rock music. The patch mode toyed with post-punk elements, balancing introspective lyrics with traditional rock band arrangement. Industrial rock did not enjoy widespread popularity but inspired future rock bands. These are some famous rock band and singers: The Beatles, The Rolling Stone, Elvis Presley, Fleetwood Mac, and Paul McCartney. Jazz music genre. Jazz is a musical genre that originated in the African American community of New Orleans, Louisiana, United States, characterized by swinging and blues notes, complex chord, call and response vocals, polyrhythms, and improvisation. Cool jazz developed near the end of the 1940s, introducing calmer, smoother sounds and long linear melodic lines. Modal jazz developed in the 1950s, using the mode or musical scale as the basis of musical structure and import improvisation. Smooth jazz appears in the early 1980s. A commercial form of jazz fusion called smooth jazz became successful, garnering significant radio airplay. Inventing meaning while letting loose is the essence and promise of jazz, says Robert Christgau. Most of us would say that invented meaning while letting loose is the essence and promise of jazz. But critic Joachim Ernst Behrend argues that its term of reference and its definition should be broader, defining jazz as a form of art music which originated through the confrontation of the Negro with European music. And these are some famous jazz artists: Louis Armstrong, Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra, Billie Holiday, oh, Sammy Davis Jr., Billie Holiday, and Tony Bennett. And thank you. God bless everyone. Take care always, and may you have a wonderful day.